As of all medical product, it's very different from your typical consumer products. Getting the key opinion leader to work with you is a mounting task. It's very difficult because they are very busy individual and you couldn't just get any one of them out in the street. Even through introduction, it's difficult to get clinicians to be committed to a single project. Everybody will be chasing after the most prominent key opinion leaders in the market. So we are fortunate that because we are doing state-of-the-art and we're trying to disrupt the market, we managed to convince our initial, now is our Chief Medical Officer, to join us and to support us in our clinical studies and the early stage development. It's always difficult to access different markets, and there's different challenges in the market, whichever market that you're trying to access. And in particular for China, it's a lot about building deep relationship. And when we talk about relationship, it's not just your kind of acquaintance. You can't just have one meeting and you expect things will turn out smoothly. It's about building mutual trust and about mutual benefit. I would say one of the tips to be able to formulate a joint venture with a reputable partner is to be in the market. You have to travel, you have to be willing to stay for a prolonged period in the vicinity and network with the right partners that you can find. I would say that it's not a walk in the park. You really need to know how to speak the local lingos, showcase your product as much as you can in order to capture their attention. But more or less, you have to realize that it's going to be a different way we negotiate between what we do it in Singapore and how we're going to do it in a foreign country. Be it that we are no longer sort of a host, but we are a guest in a foreign country. I didn't start the company fresh out from school, that's one thing. We definitely have our fair share of institutional experience and corporate experience as well. Thus far, I would say being in the startup world is very exciting. Not only that you call the shot, it doesn't matter whether who has the final say, it's all about team's decision. But ultimately, I would say whether successful or not, individual founders that I've met over this stretch of time is very encouraging and motivating. I mean, we have each other backs. We support each other because it's the ecosystem that we are really looking at. So as we move along now that we are going to the market, it's definitely not all that rosy. The challenges ahead are going to be tremendous for us, even though it's going to be an exciting time. Not just because revenue is going to come in, but really we're going to put a product into the market and we are expecting a lot of feedbacks. Be it good or bad, as we all know, initial product will always get certain sense of what the market really wants. And we are trying to feed the product eventually and make it very useful for the clinicians to adopt it in their day-to-day procedures.